Welcome, friends. I'm glad you came. I'm Eleanor Burns, and I have something incredible planned for us today. Today we're going to make a log cabin quilt, and we're going to do it all today. You know, the log cabin quilt has such a great story to tell. The settlers made the first quilt to commemorate their homes that they carved out of the wilderness. The center is symbolic of the heart, or the center of the log cabin. And then these strips are the logs that are built around the fireplace. There's always a light side of the block and a dark side to the block. The light side is symbolic of all of the good things in life. The weddings, the babies, the parties, the friends. And then it goes right through the cabin to the shadow behind the dark side. Sadness, death, divorce, fire, all of the sad things. So the block is just really symbolic of life itself, with the heart in the middle and the light side and the dark side. You know, the quilters use the center to symbolize different things. If the center was yellow, that was the lantern in the window, and that brought the men home at night. During the Underground Railroad movement, the quilter would make one black center, and then she'd hang it out her backyard fence or out in the front, so that anybody who needed to find a safe place while they were traveling, they could stop there and enjoy it. You know, once the quilts were set together into different patterns, they gave them different names. The barn raising is one of those designs, and you'll see that later. But you know the good old story, how the whole town would get together and all the menfolk would put up the new barn, and the ladies would hand quilt that quilt for the new home. Well, the woman that wasn't so good with the needle got to cook the lunch. Another pattern was symbolic of the fields and the furrows of the newly plowed fields that the farmers did. You know, I'm so excited about making this quilt. I can't wait to get started. I'm glad I'm getting started early because I want to make this log cabin quilt today and sleep under it tonight. My finished quilt will be very similar to this one, with the center square, the 3 different lights, and the 3 different darks. Now, if you enjoy selecting colors, you might really like this star arrangement with the 16 blocks. The lights are the same throughout the quilt, but I have 8 blocks with this color arrangement and another 8 blocks with this color arrangement for a dynamic finish. I had a great time selecting the colors for my quilt, and just so I was sure, I did a sample paste-up block so that I could take a look at it whenever all 7 colors were laid together. And I even took it one step further and made a sample block. Actually, cutting the yardage was no problem at all, particularly if you use this great book as your guide. There are 10 different sizes of quilts in the Quilt in a Day book, and that'll tell you everything that you need to know for your yardage. I want you to notice how